to work together inclusively, to exchange, to dialogue with each other on eye level. These are really the key words for our day and age and for UNIC.
To play an active role in creating a world that has a bit more tolerance, a bit more understanding.
To open up for different perspectives.
In a safe space of dialogue, we can grow. We can create something new with the other. We can learn something. We can get rid of some prejudices. We can go to our boundaries.
UNIC is a very mysterious fellow constructed out of nothing because it never existed until 12 years ago.
Yeah, UNIC is a network of 36 members of 36 organizations, cultural institutes who work abroad, where every member state of the European Union is represented.
And the main objective of the network is to build trust and understanding across cultures. On the one side, within the EU, of course, but at the same time, between the EU and the rest of the world.
Dans la culture, comme dans beaucoup d'autres domaines européens, on est plus fort, on est plus efficace quand on est ensemble.
And that's what UNIC is facilitating. Yeah? And we're basically the blueprint of how that collaboration can happen. We're basically giving a structure to that.
What the world today needs is trust. Trust is built through relations. So I think that's why cultural institutes and the community of cultural institutes, such as UNIC, really can play a very, very, very important role.
For example, in the case of Tunisia, to say let's join forces to bring forward an entire cultural sector.
The overall objective is connected to the development of Tunisia. This is also a matter of building a stable and strong democracy. And it's been demonstrated now that culture has a central role to play in this. The cultural industry tends to have a big percentage of the GDP in developed countries, and we hope that it can play an interesting role in Tunisia's development in time of crisis, to be honest.
La culture amène de la créativité, des idées, de la stabilité. Elle est aussi fournisseuse de valeurs, qui sont la plupart du temps des valeurs humanistes partagées par l'Union européenne et les pays qui nous accueillent. Et elle a aussi une vertu économique puisqu'elle va permettre d'ancrer sur des territoires des populations, notamment des populations de jeunes, qui avaient probablement d'autres projets. Donc l'impact socio-économique de la culture est énorme.
Vos institutions, votre dynamisme, votre...
Si on se sent tellement à l'aise dans quoi que ce soit, avec un bailleur de fonds, avec une organisation comme FAN, on se sent vraiment valorisé et on donne le plus.
Et très important toujours parmi nous.
Sans rancune, sans regret, sans retard.
Pas simplement notre projet, mais tout projet culturel, social, politique doit avoir un impact sur le développement, pas du Sénégal, mais du monde.
It's really about people to people. It's a level beyond organizations. It's about face-to-face contact between the European Union citizens and Ukrainians, but also between Ukrainians themselves.
And if there is ever a time and a country and a place that needs and wants and is hungry for cultural cooperation, cultural engagement with Europe, for exploring issues around intercultural dialogue, for seeing how the cultural sector can help revitalise society as a whole. That's what Ukraine is.
Culture is at the moment for me the most positive and energetic part of this development of the society here in Ukraine.
Because if people don't have a possibility to share their ideas and to look at the situation from different viewpoints, then there is no democracy and there is no development, there is no growth.
UNIC has this particularity that they have clusters in every country, so they can more easily to go to the people and have this feeling of the needs of people.
It is within UNIC that you find the competence, the knowledge, the capacity and the skills to really carry out international cultural relations in the sense that we want to promote, which is not just about showcasing European culture, it's rather this people-to-people approach, this idea of exchanges, of co-creation, of working together towards the same goal, which is also what we really champion and what UNIC is doing so effectively.
Personally, I'm very convinced in UNIC work to bring back audiences to why we have Europe. Europe is a peace and a political project. In reality, it was just a means to avoid killing each other, which we have done for thousands of years. And so even within Europe, it makes sense every day, again and again, to tell people what Europe is. The EU is a peace project on values, on democracy and ending war.
Guarda la Semana Europea de las Lenguas, no? Che ha puntato sulla lingua, sul multilinguismo come lingua d'Europa. E tu hai una vetrina su 19 paesi, oggi sono anche di più, che presentano esperienze diverse ma fanno parte tutte di un tessuto comune.
What we find most interesting here with the European Literature Evening is that we are made aware that there are different cultures, there are different traditions, there are different ways of writing, speaking, being, but we can always find a common denominator to all of us.
Cette année aussi, c'est l'année européenne du patrimoine et c'est aussi un moment très important pour que les Européens découvrent non seulement leur patrimoine nationaux, mais aussi découvrent qu'ils ont un patrimoine partagé et qui est vraiment le reflet de cette unité dans la diversité.
We already tried the dances of Hungarian and the Czech groups, and we are going to dance and learn to dance Slovak, then Romanian and then Bulgarian dances.
I think today's program, it's the connection of the nations.
Culture is uniting us, and folk music and the folk dancing is a great bridge to see that we're some kind of the same, we're not different.
When you learn about other cultures and how they live and how they communicate, then this makes our own lives more beautiful, more colorful, more interesting.
And also if we learn about other cultures, we can understand why things happened in the past and also in the future and why they're happening.
That we are living on one planet and humanity is one and not the single countries. We're all humans and we should basically stay together and work together.
Well, culture is part of our identity, and by sharing culture we come to know each other much better, we become more tolerant, more open, richer, and all this leads to our big project, big European project, which is peace in this continent.
Je ne peux pas dire que la culture change comme ça le monde et que
La culture peut nous amener de la paix sur la terre, etc., ou changer le système. Non. Mais par contre, la culture change les individus. Et c'est en changeant les individus qu'on arrive un jour à changer justement le système.
Because you cannot really impose values. You have to come to the conclusion that this is important, that freedom is important, that tolerance is essential, and culture is the best way to do it. Dialogue which happens in the best way, in the most sincere way, happens through culture.
I think it's essential. Culture builds identity. What kind of identity do we want to build? If we want to build an identity that is common, then it is through culture.
If we have to destroy the stereotypes, it eases to see that this human message is there in all of us. It's not easy to ask people to speak to each other, but it's easy to ask them to dance together, you know?